What is going on, everyone? It is Super here, and I'm bringing you guys another Mortal Kombat X video, and today we're going to be talking about Alien, the Xenomorph that's going to be coming for Combat Pack number 2. Of course, not a surprise to, the majority of people who sort of keep up with like MK and like Ed Boon and stuff like that. It wasn't a big shocker that Alien was going to be in Combat Pack number 2, but what did come as a shocker is towards the end of the trailer when the big reveal comes out for Alien. He had Tarkatan blades, and that's pretty much a variation confirmed already for Alien, which is really cool. And that's specifically what I want to talk about in this video. Just I guess some variation wish list, and sort of like maybe expectations of what they could have. I want you guys to comment in the comment section what you guys think some variations would be, or some cool like features in each specific variation. So before I get started talking about this, if you guys missed my variation wish list for Triborg, make sure you guys go check out those videos, because I made a specific video for each variation, which is going to be Cyrax, Sector, and Smoke. Make sure you guys check those out. It's going to be linked in the description. But let's get started here talking about the variation wish list for Alien. So if you guys don't know, if you guys have never like seen any of the Alien movies, pretty much the way the Xenomorph gets his like attributes, or the way the aliens work is pretty much the queen alien, which is the one that lays the eggs. It lays eggs, and inside the eggs contain face huggers, and then a face hugger, if there's like a host nearby or something like that, it's gonna hatch and attach itself to that host. And depending on what kind of host the face hugger attaches itself to and implants like the actual alien, the alien is going to take on the characteristic of that specific host. So for example, Baraka is one of the variations for the Xenomorph. So pretty much like a face hugger, let's just say theoretically, a face hugger implanted a Xenomorph egg inside Baraka, and then the egg hatches, or I should say the alien comes out of his chest, and it has Baraka attributes like the blades on his hand. That's how aliens work. So let's get that out of the way, and let's get the Baraka variation out of the way. We pretty much know that it's going to be, the gameplay specific to that variation is going to play like Baraka. So let's get that out of the way. Number 2, I would actually like to see a Queen Alien variation. I don't think they could do this because the Queen Alien is gigantic, like ridiculously huge, and I don't think they could do that. But it doesn't have to be like really huge, you know what I mean? Like the Xenomorph could be like a normal Xenomorph, just maybe with the head shape like the Queen. And in the variation, it could have sort of like Brood Mother Devora type stuff, with the it could have like a face hugger that it throws, or it lays on the ground and it's a low, stuff like that. I think a Queen variation would be the one, like the ideal variation to have a face hugger as sort of a special move. So I would definitely love to see a face hugger, because maybe it could be some sort of move that could extend combos. You could combo into the face hugger. The face hugger like sends them into a capture state, like they're trying to get it off, and it extends the combo, stuff like that. Of course, you have the Xenomorph just by default have acid as blood. I don't know if they're going to work that into every single variation, or maybe they're going to make like a specific acidic like variation, where that specific variation has a projectile that throws like a spit or something that's acid, which I don't remember any of these Xenomorphs having that. But I mean, this is like MK, you can make stuff up, get creative. So that could be one variation, like acidic variation, where if you deal damage to them, you take damage yourself. It could be like maybe 0.5%, something like that. No, that would be a little bit too much, actually. Whatever Noxious Reptile has by default, that would be like a really good solid number for this like acidic variation. Or if they have like the damage over time, as far as like damaging the Xenomorph for our variations, that's fine with me, as long as they make it like 0.2%. I think it's the default for Noxious Reptile. But that's a good way to balance the acid for blood. So moving on here to another like really cool special trait that I would like to see in like the Queen variation would be a lot of special moves with her tail, because I'm sure this applies to every Xenomorph because they do all have, sort of the same tail, and they use that as an attack. But more specifically in Aliens, there's a really cool fight at the end of the movie between the Queen alien and Ripley, which is the main character. And the fight is so cool, and you can see the Queen actually trying to use her tail as an attack to try to kill Ripley. And it's something that would definitely fit in, especially somewhat like Devora's Stinger and stuff. They could do stuff like that. That would be really cool. So those would be my ideas for really cool alien variations. Of course, the Queen variation would be amazing, like having face huggers and having like unique special moves with its tail would be awesome. And the other one could be like an acidic variation, where if they don't decide to have like damage over time with the alien's acid blood on all three variations, it could be unique to this one, and it could also have some sort of projectile and maybe something else that's unique to it. But keep in mind, guys, they could get really creative with the Xenomorph, because like I mentioned earlier in the video, the alien actually takes on the characteristic of its host. So who knows, maybe a facehugger impregnated another NPC character, or maybe just another classic Mortal Kombat character. Who knows? I really do believe they have so much potential and so much to work with the Alien franchise, that I'm really excited to see what they're actually going to do, and how the alien actually plays, how he animates, how he walks, how he runs. It's going to be fucking awesome, man. I really cannot wait for Alien to come out. Definitely my second most hyped character, or a character that I'm most hyped for, of course, right behind Triborg, because Triborg, come on, he's Sector pretty much. For me, Triborg is Sector. So that's going to be it for my Alien slash Xenomorph variation wish list. Make sure you guys, stay tuned, of course, because I'm going to make one for Leatherface coming up next, and then Boraicho is the last character. So that's going to be it. See you guys next time.